Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Des Moines. And we have a guest with us. We have none other than community contributor the Monk 52. He's going to be in the Stalingrad, I'm in the Des Moines, and between the two of us we are going to absolutely ruin the enemy team. Now, I'm going to leave a link to the Monk's channel down in the description below. Feel free to check him out. If you like what he's doing, hit that subscribe button for him, represent the Spartan Army for me, and, just give a little bit of that love that we love to share. Now, as you may have gathered from the title, this match goes very, very well for the Monk and I. And, honestly, it doesn't start off that well for me. In fact, it's going to take a long time for me to wrap around behind the enemy and do what the Des Moines does best, which is absolutely shred anything that comes after me. But once it starts, I promise, you will not be disappointed. Because it gets real spicy real quick. And when you see the final result, you'll be like, wow, that escalated quickly. Exactly. So, yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to be juicy. You just got to hang in there with me. I'll try to make it entertaining up until then, but I'm going to also explain what's going on here. So, the Monk and I are going to wrap around the backside of A. Now, I always try to take the outside edges on these maps. You guys know I don't like to leave a flank open. I like to make sure that there's nothing there. If there's nothing here, then I'm golden. Now, this all's going to showcase good teamwork in the fact that the Monk and I, while we are together and we are in a division, we don't always stay together, okay? Sometimes one person can take one position and another person take another position to create a flank or crossfire. In this case, it's going to be the flank of the century. The enemy team is going to do what we call lemming training. It's back in World of Tanks console, we called it the lemming train, where everybody gathers up and they push together on one flank. Now, if the team pushes together, they will absolutely overrun everything in their side of the map because they have overwhelming firepower, right? So that's the purpose of a lemming train. Now, the problem with the lemming train is that it doesn't always end with people pushing. It ends with a couple people pushing and then getting overextended, and then the rest of the team getting held up by like one or two ships, and then all of a sudden it falls apart because you suddenly find yourself flanked from behind. And that's kind of what's going to happen here. These guys are going to put themselves in a very precarious position. The Monk in his Stalingrad is going to take the Alpha cap. We've already decided that this is what he's going to do. I was thinking about going into Alpha with him, but we don't need both of us here to capture this base. So instead of capturing the base, I go ahead and I say, okay, well, I'm going to clear the backside of this island because we were initially seeing, like, on his twist and track that there was somebody around the little tiny island between the two bigger islands on the map, if you're looking at the map. So with that being said, we're going to go try to clear that ourselves. Now, Des Moines is amazing. Stalingrad also very, very good, especially in a crossfire situation. Because Stalingrad is so nasty if it gets into a crossfire. It is literally a battleship in a crossfire. So you do not want to be giving your broadside to a Stalingrad. It will make you pay, battleship or not. But Des Moines, we get around the backside of this corner and we recognize pretty quickly that there's just nothing here. Now watch how long it takes us to get this match started for our side. Like, we literally are like, okay, well, there's a battleship that has sailed out of that left side and gone into mid, which is a terrible idea for him because you got Monk over here in the perfect place to provide a crossfire, and provide a crossfire he does. Now, I was expecting the Veneto to stay full bow into Monk, and that would allow me to get a flank on him, and he doesn't have guns big enough to overmatch us. It's a Veneto. So we're going to be able to bow tank him and just tear him apart. Between me and Monk, he can't bow tank both of us. This is the whole purpose of a crossfire. The purpose of a crossfire is to create a situation in which you cannot tank both of us. You have to choose. Pick your poison. You either bow tank the Stalingrad's punchy guns, or you bow tank the DPM of the Des Moines. There is no other way to do it. But unfortunately for Veneto, he just decides he doesn't want to bow tank, Monk at all, and Monk is just going to tear him apart. As you can see, every time Monk fires his guns, which is roughly every 16 seconds, he's going to just chunk that man. Now, we're in a position we can finally start to open fire, which is literally almost 5 minutes. We're 4.5 minutes into this fight, and we're finally able to start firing our guns. So watch what we're able to do to this Flounder as we start landing hits. Now, remember, this is AP from a heavy cruiser, 203mm guns, and the Des Moines and Balti have the best AP in the game. Like, it's not even close. There is no other AP that comes close to the Balti or the Des Moines AP when it comes to cruiser AP. Stalingrad's very good, but it doesn't have the pin angles that the American heavy cruisers get. And I'm telling you, it's disgusting. And what you see about to happen should showcase exactly why this is going to go horribly wrong for the enemy team. Now, look at the things that are going to come against us. I'm just going to throw it out there. What we're going to face, we are going to face 2 Minos, a Cleveland, a Fletcher, and I think eventually a Iowa. Okay, the Iowa is the scariest thing. Now, we've got a broadside Stalingrad here, so we go ahead and we start shooting AP at his broadside. Of course, we got Monk back here, potentially able to shoot him as well. And watch the Citadels. Like, we're gonna Citadel him over and over again. Look at the shells downrange. He can't get away fast enough. Now, we missed him with that shot somehow. But the next shot did find its mark, and we double Citadeled him again. So, we're already up to 32,000 damage. But look at where I'm heading. I'm not going into that gap. I'm still wrapping around behind these guys. Now, these guys have seen me light up on the map by now, surely. So they should be putting themselves in a position to counter my push. As you can see, there's an Iowa here. And the Iowa is actually the scariest thing for me because he overmatches me and can absolutely annihilate me through the bow. As we score 2 more Citadels on a Minotaur. But yeah, we're up to 45,000 damage. Okay? Now, with that being said, we are radared, most likely by the Cleveland. Could be a Mino, but it's most likely the Cleveland radaring. And these guys are all going to turn around and fight me. The problem is they're going to do it mostly one at a time, and they are going to make crucial mistakes. Now, you can see I'm running my radar back to show where the Fletcher is. I was hoping Monk would be able to shoot him, but he isn't in a position to do so. We're going to let these guys make all the mistakes. Mino comes out flat broadside. That is a death sentence. We get 2 Citadels on the first one, which is very lucky for him, honestly. But the second one, of course, we leave him with just enough to get away. But no, it doesn't matter. We're going to be able to load so fast that he isn't going to get cracked. Now, obviously, the other good thing about this is that we've got pretty decent maneuverability in the Des Moines. So we're able to dodge most of these. We actually do take one, mainly because of our own stupidity. But now we're going to be edging around the corner. We've got a Fletcher thinking about YOLOing us. So we've already got the HE loaded. We're going to go around the corner. We're just going to push up on this guy. He thinks that he can just sit here in a smoke screen while I've got my sonar running. He's inside sonar detection, so he can't disappear. He has vastly underestimated what I can do in the Des Moines. So we already got rid of their Mino in quick order, and now we've gotten rid of their Fletcher. He launches his torpedoes. That's to be expected. Now we have to do something very dangerous here, which is give our broadside to a Mino. But as soon as these pass, we're going straight back to being bow in. We're only going to be using the front guns. Now the best thing that these guys could do would be to shoot my guns. Like, the fact that they're trying to get pins through the side of my ship is not the play to make. Now, obviously with these guys both coming at me at one time, we have to try to get rid of somebody. We're in a dangerous position. Now, Cleveland comes out flat broadside, so you can see I'm trying to make sure we get as many hits as possible, trying to Citadel him. Then the Mino makes a crucial mistake thinking he can torp me, and we go ahead and we turn in towards him, get the bow in, and annihilate this man. 4 Citadels on the first one. Monk actually steals that one from us, and then we get back to the Cleveland, and we start punching him again, getting 4 overpins there. And we're going to try to hit a little bit better. 9 overpins, come on. Just keep hitting this thing. Even overpins will eventually. There's the Citadel, and we take him down, getting us our high caliber in the process. And that leaves just the Iowa left. Now, sure, he gets a fire on his last shot on us, which is unfortunate. But, yeah, we're going to go ahead and start reaching out, trying to finish this Iowa as well. But, we had a heck of a game, guys. It was a fantastic flank, and of course, everybody's able to finish those guys off. But you can see just how powerful the Des Moines really is, especially against cruisers, when they decide, I think I'm going to go after this guy. You can't. If you over-angle, this thing will kill you. 147,000 damage, top of the leaderboard, 3,000 base XP. Stalingrad, Monk coming in second with 2,600 base XP. We killed 7 people out of the enemy's 9 ships. So if you like what we're doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.